Well, I'm Scandroids, and I play Lazar, the sorcerer in the group.
aka Silver Fox.
That's right.
I'm Vhey. I play the ranger with my bear, Boris.
I am Zerker. I play the assassin.
And I am Sir Dirt the Daring, the fighter of the group. And I will be bringing you your recap from last week.
Happy birthday again, Dirt. It's about the 10th time I've wished you happy birthday, but
Thank you, Dave.
happy belated, what is it, like your 90th birthday or something now? You're in good shape for 90, though.
Thank you. I try to be. I try to keep it sexy, What I do.
And I'm Warhawk. I'm playing Rogar, the cleric war priest.
Best voice ever. What are you doing?
Okay, guys, so last week the party started off at the Stonehill Inn, which happens to be a small little quaint bed and breakfast
Ooh,
in the town of Phandelver.
is this Dirt?
Yes, they have a 5-star rating, by the way.
Wow.
When they woke up, they were surprised to see Vhey had returned from her adventuring and was waiting for them in the dining area. So, after breakfast, the group headed over to the Lion Shield Colster to get their reward for finding all of their loot in a previous dungeon or cave that they had been in. And at that time, BigDirt decided that poor old Stains had been through too much fighting and really shouldn't go on with the group just so he wouldn't die. So he gave him to Pip. So now everybody's all happy. Pip's got a dog he can play with. Come on, boy. Come, Stains, come. And yeah, so it's all good.
Nice.
Nice, thank you. To the Lion Shield Holster. Okay. They got the reward for their supplies and picked up some new supplies that they needed. Then they decided to head off to the shrine to talk to Sister Garel and help her with a problem she had. She told that she had told Rogar about previously. She told us that the Church of Tomorrow was looking for a book that a banshee, Agatha, probably would know where the whereabouts of that book were. And it was a spell book written by Bojangles. So we agreed to go try to find out where the book was. So she gave us a silver jeweled comb to trade for information about the book.
Old Bojangles.
So we headed off to Canterbury along the Tribor Trail, and after about 2 days of travel, we arrived at Agatha's lair. We talked to her about the spell book and traded her the comb for information that she traded the book to a necromancer named Smirnoff from Erebor. After leaving her lair, we went to the Canterbury ruins where we were going to rest for the evening. But, rather unfortunately, that didn't really happen.
No, it
Because
didn't.
shortly into our sleep, we were awoken rudely by two minotaurs and a warhorse that basically handed us our asses. And yeah, it was,
I think some of us are pregnant now.
yeah. It was pretty bad. And, yeah. Don't really want to talk about it much anymore because it brings back bad memories.
Wasn't Zerker impregnated like twice?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed he was.
Double dip the youngin'. Oh my goodness.
Oh my lordy. So luckily, we ended up killing one of the minotaurs, and then we retreated out into the woods to find a new place to take a long rest. And that
I'll be using it
is where you
tonight.
find us right now.
Okay, so a couple,
D&D with Dirt the Daring.
dirt. He goes dirt, big dirt the daring.
That's right.
Gotta love that, man. So, all right, you guys had a pretty rough night last time. Well, it was good up until the skeletal minotaurs. That was an eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I just opened up the page basically for a random encounter almost. No, but
I thought you did.
no, I was looking for something undead because it is, you guys were in the
Ruins,
the
yeah.
ruins, so I just wanted to have something undead. I don't do a whole lot of undead, probably because we had done so much undead when I was a kid. I tend not to do too much undead now. Fleecy King, thanks for the follow. But, the night is young. We could still run into more undead. Alright,
No, it's still night.
it is. It is actually pretty late now. First thing, I want you guys to know that you have a +1 boon, and this +1 boon from the heavens is +1 to attack, +1 to saving throws, +1 to skill checks, and initiative. And that is from Glendon Hawk. So
Nice.
he
Thank
has
you,
purchased
Glendon.
that for you guys tonight. So
Thank
don't
you.
forget, it's not damage, but just all checks and to hits.
Checks
Secondly,
and rolls, yeah.
I want you guys to take your XP from last week. And I want you guys to divide up a total of 650 EXP. And that is for killing one dead, one. You get, that's for Agatha's Lair. And also, you get some EXP for the skeletal minotaurs. So we're all clear there. So 650 divided by 5.
What, 30?
Nope. And you guys were able to escape by the skin of your teeth. You guys, I guess, probably ran southeast out of Coneyberry. So you guys were in the woods. How long did you guys run? And what kind of light sources do you guys have as well?
We don't know where Zerker went. He went out of
We-
there like a bat out of hell.
We ran until we caught up with Zerker, and then we carried on for about an hour.
Holding capes
I like how
and
they
hands
just
and
saved that.
butts.
Well, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we decided not to actually light any light sources, but just use
Yeah,
the
and we were
elves
going
as-
to camp again off the road in the woods because it was going to take too long to get Conenberry. Or, I mean, Tribor. And then that's where we ended.
Alright, so you guys are back at it in camp, are we? Alright, so what we're going to do is I want you guys to do another random encounter check for your long rest. How's everybody's spells, by the way? Everybody's spells okay? And, short rest powers and long rest powers and
I'm out.
features? Oh my goodness. So we definitely want to roll high then,
We sure do.
because that'll give us another encounter, and then I can go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and open up the book again, and maybe get a boulette this time, or a boulet, or some bullywugs, or something.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding. You guys go ahead and take your rest. But I do want an encounter roll. So,
I rolled it.
so
Is
what do you
someone
guys?
watching?
So yeah, what are you guys doing for your camp, by the way? You guys are in a nice wooded clearing. It's way off the beaten path, and in fact, when you guys ran out, there was really no rhyme or reason. You just took off and stayed in the woods. The Minotaur, you could hear them getting farther and farther away from you as you're running out. You could hear the scream of the skeletal warhorse. You heard it galloping through the ruins, because that thing was actually galloping pretty loudly. The Minotaurs, sounds like they were pushing over columns, they were roaring, they were grunting, they were pissed off because they couldn't find you. That's what it sounded like. But you guys are way out in the distance. I would suppose you probably ran at least a couple miles. Minotaurs are not something you really want to encounter. Not when you're resting, anyways. I do, Puck. I want a Balor so bad.
Well, if we didn't know that
This is a
before,
really
we do
good
now.
time.
All right. So how are you guys setting up your camp, and what are you guys doing? I mean, are you guys just gonna eat? You guys can go ahead and deduct a ration as well for your
I think we
travel.
ate before we got attacked.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
This
just
is in the middle of our
Because they
sleep.
tried to make soup or something like that.
ended up
Oh,
eating
that's
grubs.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Everyone got to beat up. I'll take the first watch while the other guys get some rest. Especially Arvaldare.
About Rogar. Poor Rogar's hurting quite a bit still.
Well, at least he didn't die.
Well, that's true.
Twice.
Twice.
Well, he did die. He only got knocked unconscious, but basically died.
What are you talking about? We had to put his liver back in him before we could stand him up.
That is true. He did get gored a couple times.
He did.
By the way, Orville, dear, how does that feel?
I'll take the first 2 hour watch.
Okay.
I'll take the second 2-hour watch.
I'll sleep the whole time.
So there's a chance they could run in some
I'm up
bully
next.
logs.
Yeah, the wizard that is not red needs the most rest. Unbelievable.
There is a swamp
Absolutely.
nearby,
He still got to get his spells. He didn't get it last night.
so they could run into
Our
some bully
savior.
logs.
I was just lucky I didn't use any the previous night, so.
The one that stayed invisible most of the time.
Hey, it worked, right?
All right. So who's going to do the encounter roll? Just one encounter roll.
Vhey.
All right, Vhey.
just a d20.
Drum roll, please.
That's that sounds like a winner to me. If she rolls a 1920, all right.
I hope that's a
Everything
good
is
roll.
nice and quiet. You hear a lot of frogs, Vhey. And actually everyone does. A lot of real heavy croaks, like real long, low croaks. You hear a lot of, buzzing, and it sounds like you're probably possibly by a swamp. It has
I
that
recognize
that
where
kind
I
of
am,
feel.
correct?
Oh, you definitely would know, Vhey, as a ranger.
Skunkweed.
You would know that there is water nearby for sure. What type
Breakfast.
of water? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what are you guys gonna do? Everybody has every rest is every watch is uneventful. It is now the sun is fixing to peak over the horizon.
Alright, so we're all good with health and spells and stuff now?
Everybody's
Alright,
back
good.
up to full hit points. Everyone is back up to. Everyone has all their class features. Everyone has their spells back. If you guys are making any kind of changes to your memorized spells, go ahead and make your changes now. And I also, if you guys notice here on the board, I've redone some of your sheets. I've added a background table. There's also some information missing from some of your sheets. So if you guys could take care of those, I would totally appreciate it. Lazar,
Yep.
about your
I fixed
spells.
it.
Yep,
I fixed
gotcha.
it.
All right, I gotcha. Yeah, I figured you were seeing the column for 4 first level spells and 2 second level spells. I figured that's what you
Yes.
thought. Yeah, but there's that column's hidden right before the first level, and it's total spells known. So, but no problem at all. I could tell exactly what you had done. So no big deal at all.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, cool.
That's the one good thing about 4th edition. The micromanaging on spells is non-existent. It's just, well, in Essentials it is because they had redesigned the mage, the wizard. But I love the powers. How if it's down, it's down. You just turn your card over. That's what I really like about it.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right. So it's now morning. The sun is starting to rise, and I'm going to put you guys on the map. The barrel is actually where you guys are at. You guys ran a southeast away from Coneyberry. Let's see.
That's about what I imagined.
Yep. All right. So that's where you guys are at. You guys know that you need to visit the Owl Well. There's an undead problem at the Owl Well, and there is also an orc problem at Wyvern Tor. So you guys are kind of knocking out all this optional stuff to the east, which is actually kind of smart. So you don't keep spending days going back and forth, you know.
Oh yeah. Time management, man. Money management.
That is. So how's everybody feeling? Waking up this morning.
Better now.
Orvaldir, how you
Okay.
feeling? Norcal.
My anus is still brutally ravaged.
He knows what the day is again.
He's walking funny.
I recall how to walk to some extent.
Bow-legged.
Hey, Rogue, you're walking a little funny. Looks like you've been riding a bull all for like 10 years.
Oh boy,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
running a bull
bull
hole.
rolled you last night. Oh.
Oh my god. Too good. Where was that voice though? Hey, what happened to you last night?
Oh, sorry, my throat's a little sore today, guys.
I love that voice, man. You do for your cleric.
You're walking a little funny, Rogue. Look like a bull rode you. Oh wait, were you supposed to ride the bull?
Alright, so I guess we're all sitting around, getting up, rolling up our bedrolls and everything.
Mhm.
So, I look to Rogar and I say, well, that didn't work out so well last night, old man. Where do you think we should head off to this morning? I feel we've got to do better today than we did yesterday.
You're itching to fight something again, huh? Already?
Well, you know us, man. Us adventurers, us fighters. That's what we do. That's what we live for, the fight.
Oh, I did the godly thing and took care of the temple of Tamara.
Nice, kobold.
Tamara? Yeah.
You got away with casting earthquake.
And
as
then
a
I look
bubble
over
monk.
at Vhey and say, "Do you have any suggestions on where we might want to go?"
Talk about power gaming.
I would say the old owl well would be.
That's what I mean. Why is there a debate? I thought we were going to the well. You must
Let's
have
do
got hit pretty hard last night.
Let's do it. Let's continue on then, eh?
Oh, Vhey, it's good to have you back. It really is.
Keep in mind, my character has no social skills.
Onward and upward.
All right, so you guys are it's gonna. How far is this? It's probably 30, 40 miles. Probably about a day's travel. You'll be able to probably get there by the end of the night.
I got 12 by my
It's
map.
about 13. Yeah, you should be able to get there. Wow, by probably midday.
Nice.
You figure if
All
you're
right,
gonna.
and I want to take advantage of the terrain too and make sure that we gather food along the way.
All right, give me a.
Hope you don't make any of that awful stew that you did the other night.
Ooh,
Oh.
wow.
It smelled wrong. It smelled off.
Oh,
That's
you can
why-
eat your rations.
Well, obviously I did. I just couldn't stomach the stuff you made. I don't know what you put in it, but it just didn't set well with my nose.
She might have gotten the spices from her underarms.
I just stirred it with my finger a little. That's all.
Picked
I don't know
your
where my
ear, got
fingers
some
been,
earwax.
Earwax, yeah. Let's go with that.
They will tonight, Ryu.
So it's survival check.
Yes, I would love to have a survival check. You find some. Actually, you don't find anything that you can like kind of salvage, or any kind of herbs or weeds, but you do find like a half-dead tree with a bunch of grubs, and you know that they have good nutrition. So you could actually save some of these if you'd like, Vhey. You could actually gather enough of these, and actually there's enough for everyone if they would eat them, but I don't know. That's the trick of getting them to eat it. But if you want to eat these for the day, you won't even have to really deduct a ration, Vhey, because you'll be golden.
Just
This is a
grew up on
personal
this
roll,
stuff.
Dave.
What's that, Rogar?
I'm doing a personal roll.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I love grubs, man.
What is it? 10 and up? You love grubs? I love it.
Well, it's 17, so...
Yeah. Hey, what is going on over there? You got grubs?
yeah.
I'm doing a personal roll to keep myself from vomiting.
That's a conference.
Let everyone
roll.
eat them and just make a con.
Wow.
I keep it down.
Nice.
Yeah, nice roll there, Orville dear.
That's 5 points for everyone.
It
Thanks,
is.
everybody.
It is.
Orville kept his vomit.
I mean, does that make a valid +5 a throw-up roll? I mean, seriously.
Well,
Alright,
that's
then.
up to you.
I would say fuck it. Let's just do it.
I mean, a crit is a crit, no matter what it is.
I'm with you. All right, you guys are going to be able to make the trip. Go ahead and give me a. I want you guys to do another random encounter roll. I know you guys are probably getting so tired of these random encounter rolls.
No, it's okay because we're
No.
walking through,
Hey, this is Dungeons and
territories
Dragons. Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's the best
What it's
part.
supposed to be.
Give me a.
That's the fun part of the Dungeons and Dragons is random encounter.
I love
Don't
random
know where you're
stuff.
coming from. Yeah.
So if it's an 18, 19, or 20, we're gonna have an encounter. So one
Shall I
person
roll
go
again?
ahead. Yeah, one person go ahead and roll.
All
Yeah,
right.
if you want to give the honors, that would be awesome. You guys are golden. You guys make it over towards the owl well, the old owl well. And as you crest a low ridge, you spy the crumbling ruins of an old watchtower standing amid the rugged hills. The place is so old that the walls are only mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard of sorts. Adjacent to the broken stump of an old tower, a colorful tent has been erected in the middle of the courtyard, but no one is in sight.
You guys think this is a one? I mean, we passed 3 of them down to the already.
Hey, look, somebody pitched a tent.
Yeah, how old
Huh?
does that tent look? Is it like fresh or it's been there a few months or years?
Seems kind of new, if you ask me.
Everyone can
Yeah,
see
my
their
token.
everyone can see their characters, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So that's pretty much what you guys see. You guys, it is midday. It's a little overcast out. You've heard thunder off into the distance, but no rain. You saw a wall of rain, but it was the opposite way of where you were going. But it's actually a pretty hot day, even though for being somewhat overcast. But that's what you see. You see the tent. You see the old tower. What say you?
Do I smell campfires or any recent activity, and how does this tent look?
Well, you can actually see that there's smoke that's coming over the tent, Vhey. But is there any kind of roll, any kind of skill check that you would like to do?
I guess if I can see it. I do know that it is occupied. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Oh, it looks like it's probably definitely occupied. I mean, unless the person you don't see anyone, so you don't know if someone is in the ruined tower. You don't know if this person is in the tent. You don't know, where this person or persons is or are. You don't know where they are. So
I suggest some of us scout around before we make ourselves known.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, if we can
I
get
was just
people-
about to say, yell out, "Hello, anyone out?" Before you said that.
I think maybe, yeah, we sneak some people up in behind it, then a couple of us approach it.
Well, it's not me.
I'll approach it. If anybody thinks they can sneak around and get some kind of advantage